That's Blake Shelton, Trace Adkins' new tune, Hell Right, just released last Friday. Can you believe that? What a song.
You allowed to say that on the radio?
There's a lot of things songs can say on the radio that we can't say.
Okay. All right.
748-2345 is the number here locally at the studio.
The complaint line.
Any complaints, common FCC complaints. Mike Barrett of Barrett Insurance. He's here with me now to talk all about the wonderful world of insurance with good policies. A very good morning to you.
Hey, good morning.
So I was thinking, the Caledonia County Fair, it's on, it's happening, and it got me into that idea of there's a lot of, because today has been a big day for community, and I know that a lot of people throw on community events, and it got me to thinking, Mike, is there any way you guys cover small events for the unfortunate that may happen?
Yeah, and you always want to make sure you're taking in consideration if you are having an event that's a little out of the norm of what you would normally do, that you would look to see if you have appropriate coverage for that. So great example would be, you have a one-day event. Maybe you're having a little fair at your business or something, or
that time
you're a
that
nonprofit
we
organization.
did the North Country Trader Days, and we had all those people come out, and we had
exactly
had them under tents and everything.
Yeah, so you think about it. You have them under the tents, and all of a sudden a windstorm comes through and knocks the tents up. And on the news this morning was somewhere in either North or South Carolina where a couple of guys were trying to hold, and we're talking a huge tent at a bar, and they're trying to hold it down, and one guy got blown 15 feet in the air. So things happen, and you want to make sure that, you want to check to see if you have existing coverage. You want to check to see if that policy would be appropriate for what you're doing. And if not, then there are specific day event policies. You can do an event policy that can last one day, a couple of days, what have you. So one that's a great example is weddings. Ooh. If you're doing a wedding, that's going to be serving alcohol and open bar and all that, you're going to want to look
at Uncle Johnny when he drinks.
Hey, gets the sauce in him. He's dangerous. So, but you want to think about the different liabilities. The general liability, which would be what would respond to bodily injury and property damage. But then there's a liquor liability component, which is a completely separate coverage. So companies are willing to offer those types of things. Maybe you're going to do a fireworks show. Maybe you're going to do.
I would definitely want insurance in case
you would want something for that.
Yeah.
So there's a wide array. I mean, I could go on and on and on and give you tons of examples, but just know an event that's specific and special should have some kind of policy if it's not automatically covered by what you may have existing. So great way to consider that.
So also we are I also just, I was doing some reading, and I finally learned what, 25 years old, I finally learned what a premium is, Mike.
The price you pay.
And Mike, that's one of the things I love, I say it every week, I love chatting about you, is because I come in with these kindergarten grade questions, and you have just this smile on your face, no sarcastic remarks, and you just get down to the nitty gritty.
Hey, you got to start somewhere, man.
You got to start somewhere, man.
And what you've been, and you showed me some of the things you were looking at, so you pulled up, kind of insurance
pages.
101.
Yeah.
So premium. Well, what does everyone know what a premium is? Not necessarily. That's the cost of the policy. That's the cost of the transfer of risk from you to the insurance company. That's how it's rated. It's called a premium, and you pay that every year for whatever the case may be. One that you did that I thought was interesting was insurable interest.
Yes.
So what did you get? What was the takeaway on that?
What was the takeaway on that?
Oh, don't pull the paper out.
Oh, no, I have to pull.
You can't
the paper.
refer. There's no cheating here.
You're putting me on the spot. Do you know how well I did in grade school and college? Come on, man.
But insurable interest is a great topic because insurable interest is a gray area that I cross all the time. So insurable interest, basically the definition of that, and I won't go through it specifically, but it's saying, look, insurable interest is you can only insure something that you own, that you have an interest in. Okay, that's across the board. So you can't insure a building that you don't own. You can't insure a car that you don't own. You have to have an insurable interest in an individual if you're the policy owner taking out a life insurance policy. So insurable interest is a pretty clear situation where we have to identify that you're not taking your friend Sam's car and putting on your policy for your insurance to cover it because you have no insurable interest. So Sam's car gets in an accident, you're getting a check made out to you, not to Sam. Sam's without wheels, and you're laughing your way to the bank with money for a car that you didn't own. So that is why insurable interest is probably one of the most key things to consider, And that can go back to the events too. Insurable interest, the event is yours. So if you're off-site and you're doing an event, you have an interest in the event. And if that event causes bodily injury or property damage, you need to make sure you have the appropriate coverage in case you were held liable.
Mike Barrett of Barrett Insurance chatting with us this morning, and getting us all filled in with information that we didn't know we needed to know.
Yeah, good, bad, and
indifferent.
indifferent.
Kicks 105.5. So thanks so much for stopping by. Let's see how we can contact you.
Sure, you can give us a call, 748-5224. Visit our website, thebarrettagency.com. Google, Facebook, and YouTube, all Barrett Insurance Agency.
I got to stop saying "C" on radio.
It's all right.
Because it's hard to. I mean, you have a beautiful. That's one of the things I love about radio is that you can see the voices. Anyway, hey, thanks so much, Mike.
Usually, I look a lot nicer when you just hear me than when you see me.
Those are allegations, Mike. Listen, we're gonna have your Kicks Country forecast. That's just in a little bit. Again, thanks, Mike Barrett from Barrett Insurance, for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right.